Well, thank you very much, everybody. And I want to begin by thanking Reed and Gretchen for having us here in Surrey and for hosting us and sharing their stories with us. This neighborhood brings back a lot of memories for me. I grew up in a very middle-class home in an N-unit townhouse in the south end of Ottawa. And my parents had to work very hard to make ends meet. We didn't own a car. They were able to give us a good quality of life, but we had to make choices. I like to say that they were always able to give us everything we needed, but we didn't always get everything that we wanted. My parents had to watch every penny, and this is back when we still had pennies. And when interest rates went up, or when we had to call in a plumber, it was a source of real stress. This was the reality of middle-class life for my family, and for Reed, Gretchen, and their family, and for millions of families all across Canada. I wish I could say life has gotten easier for Canada's middle class, but it has not. People are working harder than ever, but many are barely getting by or even falling further and further behind. They're definitely not getting ahead. Il y a 4 ans, Justin Trudeau a dit aux Canadiens qu'il avait un plan pour aider la classe moyenne. Mais comme les 4 dernières années l'ont démontré, Trudeau n'est tout simplement pas celui qu'il prétendait d'être. En réalité, c'est 80% des familles canadiennes à revenus moyens qui paient aujourd'hui $800 de plus en impôts. 4 years ago, Justin Trudeau told Canadians he had a plan to help the middle class. But as the last 4 years have shown, Justin Trudeau is simply not as advertised. The fact is, 80% of Canadian middle-income families are paying $800 more in taxes. Justin Trudeau hiked taxes on parents who signed their kids up for sports or music classes. He raised taxes on transit passes and on textbooks. And worst of all, he made his government's signature policy the creation of a new tax, one which already jacks up the cost of gas for our cars, for heating our homes, and for our groceries. A carbon tax, which despite a desperate cover-up, is set to grow even 5 times larger than it is today. If Trudeau is re-elected and he's able to hike his carbon tax, the price of gas will go up 31 cents per litre. The carbon tax would raise the price of natural gas for a Canadian household by $469 per year. That's a $1,151 hit to a family's household in Ontario. $1,151 that could have been spent on you, on your kids, on your retirement. You don't need to be an economist to know that when you drive up the cost of gas and home heating, it is low and middle income Canadians that are hardest hit. So we do know, though, who is getting ahead under Justin Trudeau. It's millionaire trust fund owners or corporations looking for special deals. All the while, he's called small business owners tax cheats. With the Trudeau Liberals, the government has made life more expensive for hard-working Canadians, while the wealthy and well-connected get special access. Middle-class Canadians deserve better. You deserve better. Your family deserves better. It's time for you to get ahead. That's why we're going to scrap the Trudeau carbon tax. That's why we're going to take the GST and HST off of home heating and energy costs, saving your family every year. That's why we're going to make public transit passes more affordable. For some, that could mean up to $1,000 back in their family's pocket. And that's why we're going to make every cent of maternity benefits tax-free, giving new parents up to $4,000 to save for their kids. Which brings me to why I'm here today. It's time for a universal tax cut that is focused on you. And that's what a new Conservative government will deliver. A tax cut targeted specifically at taxpayers in the lowest tax bracket. We're going to lower the tax rate for the lowest income tax bracket from 15% to 13.75%. This lower tax rate will cover all income in the first tax bracket, which applies to income up to $47,630. So what does this mean for you? It means that every Canadian taxpayer will see their income taxes go down, and those in the lowest tax bracket see the biggest proportional benefit of all. It means that an individual earner would save over $440 on their taxes, and a typical 2-income family with average salaries would save over $850. That's $850 back in your pocket each year, every year, above and beyond what you're going to save from scrapping the carbon tax. Je suis heureux d'annoncer que le nouveau gouvernement conservateur va baisser le taux d'imposition de la tranche d'imposition la plus basse de 15% à 13,75%. Ce taux d'imposition réduit s'appliquera à tous les revenus de la première tranche d'imposition, ce qui s'applique aux revenus jusqu'à concurrence de 47 630 $. Alors, qu'est-ce que cela signifie? Cela signifie que tous les contribuables canadiens verront leur impôt sur les revenus diminuer. Et ceux qui se situent dans la tranche d'imposition la plus basse vont en tirer le plus grand avantage. Cela signifie qu'une particulière économiserait plus de 440 $ d'impôts. Et une famille typique avec 2 revenus moyens va économiser plus de 850 $. C'est 850 $ de plus dans vos poches chaque année. It means more money to pay the bills, to pay for groceries, to save up for your kids' education, or maybe even a family vacation. More money for seniors on fixed incomes, or recent graduates and new Canadians who have just entered the job market. More money in your pocket, more money for you, for your kids, for your retirement. You shouldn't have to be a billionaire to get your government's attention. You shouldn't have to have a full-time government lobbyist on retainer to get noticed. Instead, you deserve a government that simply respects how hard you work and how much you already pay. Il n'y a pas que les milliardaires qui devraient recevoir l'attention de leur gouvernement. Tous les Canadiens méritent un gouvernement qui respecte vos efforts et comprend que vous payez déjà assez cher. A government and a prime minister whose first priority will be to help you get ahead. I will be that prime minister. And on behalf of our Conservative team, I'm asking Canadians for your vote so that we can give you the real break that you deserve. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. So you've got your forms out already.
Get at them early.
Yeah. I guess we're a few months away from that, but yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Better early than late.
That's yeah. So you mentioned you have children.
Yeah.
And you said they're recently married? Both of them recently married?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, yes, within a year of each other.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And boys or girls? One of each? Or?
One of each.
One of each? Okay.
Wonderful.
Great. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Good.
great.
It's been a terrific time watching them,
Get to that point.
get to that
basically.
Yeah.
point and,
No, it's so much fun.
Yeah. So
bring people into their lives too, right?
yeah. And are they both living nearby, or
One
you
does.
mentioned are they both working in Vancouver?
One here, one in
One in
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
One in Ottawa. Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's
Do you know which part? Do you know which part of Ottawa?
Downtown.
Downtown. Okay.
Yeah. They live downtown.
Yeah.
They live, yeah,
so
they
one
live
we
close.
see quite frequently, and then the other because of the distance.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
but it makes